Top 5 pro-inflammatory foods that I would avoid. We call them the standard American diet, or SAD foods, right? Because they make us feel sad usually. Number 1, dairy is a extremely inflammatory food to the system in general, but it helps create mucus in general. So you particularly want to avoid dairy when you're sick because it creates more mucus in the body. That includes cheese and milk because it is so inflammatory for the body. The second food I would say is probably gluten. Gluten is in a lot of your wheat products and is commonly linked to a lot of health problems. And it's often combined with a chemical called glyphosate. So it's very toxic to the body. A lot of people don't tolerate gluten very well. Many people don't have celiac disease but do have gluten intolerance or sensitivity, and so it causes a lot of inflammation in the body. It breaks the body down. The third inflammatory food would be corn. Corn is found all over the food supply. In a lot of processed foods, most all, if not, have corn in them. Corn is also super inflammatory. It's often grown with genetic modification, which causes a whole host of health risks for your body. And the number 4 most unhealthy food, soy is used as a rotation crop. So it looks a lot like corn and ethanol, which comes from that, but it's a rotation crop. So soy often sucks the garbage out of the soil in between harvests. So it carries a lot of garbage, if you will, in it. There's also some impacts, particularly with women and hormones, with phytoestrogens. But soy in general is inflammatory. There's not a ton of health benefits to it. Again, if you're going to do soy, you want to make sure it's organic and non-GMO and generally in small amounts. The 5th most common unhealthy food is just the variety of sugars that we intake from our sports drinks and our stimulant drinks or caffeine drinks, soda pops or candy bars, but also the stealth sugars, the excessive use of grains or fruit or other things. Sugar is 3 times more addictive than cocaine. It's everywhere. It's very tough to kick. And we're not saying all sugar is bad either, but it's often in excess in most everything in our diets.